and how y'all doing out there? What's going on? So I finally got a chance to like cheap out that interview that Nas did, and he claimed that Jay Z said that he was better than Biggie, more lyrical than Pac and DMX. And my response was, the camel strikes again. Look, just because he's popular and he crossed over, it's like he get this pass. He blew up because those guys were in the morgue. Let's keep it a buck. Remember when he was with his broke version of Fresh Prince and DJ Jazzy Jeff with him and Jazzo, back in the late '80s. I can't even say the name right. It's been so long, but anyway, he was cornball. We didn't even think about this turkey until he reemerged with Foxy Brown back in '95, and then he was creeping behind the scenes. Yeah, he spit. I heard about the time he challenged Big Daddy Kane. He'll never see Big Daddy Kane. And he sure ain't gonna see Nas. Let me kill an elephant in the room. When Nas did Ether, he ate the camel for breakfast. Okay? It ain't even up for discussion. You know. I know there's a lot of Jigga fans. He ain't that memorable. He's got some songs. He had a couple albums that was tight. But he ain't that memorable. Not in the heavyweights of lyrical. Stop this nonsense. And let me put the middle ground what got him over. Collaborating with R. Kelly was huge. Best of both worlds. Collaborating with his wife Beyonce. Huge. Another best of both worlds. Collaborating with Kanye West. Best of the same world. Collaborating with Linkin Park. Best of both worlds. Think about it. He made smart moves. Do it with Eminem. But those albums with R. Kelly, collaborating with Beyonce albums, collaborating with Kanye albums, collaborating with Linkin Park. Smart, calculated moves. I will give that turkey his due. He's a smart, calculating businessman. When we start talking lyrical, Tupac was one of the greatest poets ever. Now, his albums were hit and miss to me, and his cadence could kind of come just kind of like really like direct, depending on how you felt. But as a lyricist, are you kidding me? One of the greatest poets ever. DMX was a soulful poet. I didn't always be feeling all his stuff, but he was soulful with his words. Those two cats mopped the floor with Jay-Z, so he need to stop me. He sure ain't seen Biggie. Biggie was like somewhere between Rodney Dangerfield with one-liners, but he also was like Tony Montana and Scarface, like Al Pacino and Scarface. He had more lines on the table. He snort Jay-Z all the way through. Same thing with Nas. I mean, come on now. This turkey been popping off. He just because you got the white folk born buffing all them folks slobbing all over you because you didn't had a portfolio, you didn't sold yourself to corporate America, and you had the happiest brother on the plantation, don't mean you that dude. Because I can't remember when he was actually that dude where I could sit there and look back and say, yeah, he was dominant. See, this revisiting history, revisionist history, is a joke. He never been that dude. He benefit from guys dying. The morgue is what got this turkey propelled. He was never. And in the 90s, are you kidding me? Don't even get me started when Ice Cube was Cube, Scarface was Scarface. Um, 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 who I want to pick on next? Cube, Scarface. I didn't even mention Biggie, Pac, and all that, and Nas and all that. And there's somebody else I'm leaving out right now that I can't even put on my mind because there's so many of them that come to mind. He wasn't in that club. He wasn't seeing those cats at their height of their heyday, or Snoop for that matter. I'm talking about Snoop. He ain't seen LL Cool J, you know, and he ain't seen Rakim. If the DLC didn't have that accent, he wasn't seeing the DLC. Best ghost writer and regular writer that you ain't never heard of properly. So I'm tired of hearing about. And Nas up there jock riding for this turkey. I'm like, what happened to Nas? You ain't got to cheerlead for him. You ate that turkey for breakfast 20 years ago. You buried him. He just says that he had more crossover success. That's all. But as far as skills go, we talking about lyrical skills. Nobody goes to Jigga for no lyrical skills. Are you crazy? Shoot, Jadakiss got more blow out the bubbles than come on now. Anyway, give me your thoughts and takes. Nas up there saying that Jay-Z thinks he's a better lyricalist than Biggie, Pac, and DMX. the camel then gotten too free to explore, and he bubbling and blowing up his head. And well, give me your thoughts, takes. I welcome thoughts and comments. Please hit the like, subscribe, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for another. And if you got good ears and you remember back in the day, you know that lazy ain't seeing none of those cats on their off day, let alone their best day. I'm out.